Welcome to the Woodworkers video on the Brio Pleated insect screen. Today it's very popular for people to have bifold door units in their homes. They're a brilliant idea, and what they do is open up the outside and bring all the fresh air in. Now the problem you've had with this in the past is once you open the house, how do you keep out the insects? Brio came up with a brilliant idea, the Brio Pleated insect screen to cover the opening. As you can see, with the screen closed, you have a perfect cover to the opening. No insects can get through there at all. Beautiful job. Today I'm with Nigel from Brio, and he's going to tell us all about the Pleated insect screen. So Nigel, what can you tell us? This is actually a beautiful screen. I know we can go to 3.2 high, we can go to 4.5 wide. Does that mean that's the biggest opening we can cover?
The 4.5 metre width is the maximum we can do.
So if we want to go wider than 4.5 metres, we basically have to put a second screen on. We could put a screen from either side.
That's correct. We can do an opening of 3,200 high and 9 metres wide, with the screens actually meeting in the middle.
Does it come in any other colours?
Yes, certainly. It can come out in the black, the white, and a colour called Precious Silver Pearl.
What actually is this mesh made of?
It's a European polyester. It's a high-grade polyester mesh that actually has a 5-year warranty for the screen. So that sort of guards against anything of natural tears and natural wear and tear. What the warranty doesn't cover is misuse. So people that are not looking after the screen, not maintaining it, pets and people walking through them. As you can see, there is quite a bit of deviation available with the screen, so it allows for that person to realise that there is a screen there before physically walking through. But what it does do is it actually stretches the threads a little bit. So if you get a few pets running through or a few people sort of running into it, you may need to do some adjustment, which we can talk about a little bit later.
Okay, and these pleats, apart from being a visual, a visual aspect, so that you can see something there rather than walk straight through it. Does it have any other purpose?
The pleats are actually there. It's the best analogy is like a piece of paper. If you fold a piece of paper in half, it'll actually stand up on its own. So we keep a even number of pleats throughout all the screens, keeping the spacing and the distance correct to make the screen perform to its best.
If you actually did fall on this, it would pop out at the bottom rather than rip?
Correct. As long as the pressure wasn't too far, what would happen is you could actually, the screen pops out at the bottom. It may come out at the top, depending on how much pressure you put on it, but we do run a thread right at the top that actually helps keep that into the top channel. But if that does happen, as you can see, it's just a quick fix. And the easiest way to do it is you get to the edge of your screen, just go along, just pushing it in as you go, trying to be as tidy as you can. Then once you've done that, close your screen all the way out, and as you open it out, all your pleats and stuff are all completed. It actually will take up to a 26 km/h wind. It's very hard to gauge, but to give you an idea, you can actually see the amount of movement the screen will take before it even comes close to coming out of the bottom channel.
So what about using a screen in high wind conditions?
Retractable screens aren't designed to operate in high wind conditions, but then again, why would you want to be using a screen if the wind's that strong that it's blowing papers all around the house? But if you're in a nice suburban area with a lovely timber deck, keeping the bugs out of an evening, perfect situation.
If you buy the screen through Woodworkers, it's fitted inside the factory and integrated inside the bifold frame. If you already have an existing bifold, the screen can be retrofitted. Woodworkers don't do that, but we can pass on the name of a contractor that can do that for you. In regards to maintenance, Nigel, what maintenance do you actually need to do for a screen like this?
With the screen, the main maintenance is to actually keep all the surface dust away, which you can just brush down with a nice clean brush. The other main factor is keeping our bottom channel clean. Now, pet hair, dirt, dust and everything just gets into this and creates a contaminant on the bearings that are in the system. So the best way to do that is vacuum out the bottom channel. When you get to the stage of back in your back corner, just make sure your screen's in the closed position, and you can just push your screen out of your frame a little bit, and that allows you to get right back to that back corner, which is where all the grime and the grit builds up. If you don't do that, what happens then over time is the pet hair and the grime and the grit works as a friction against the threads and can burn the thread out.
If the actual thread or the cord breaks, does that mean we have to throw away the screen and buy a new screen? Or?
Not at all, not at all. We can actually supply a Brio rethreading kit there's actually enough thread in there for you to rethread every thread on our bigger screen.
So there you have it. Now you know everything there is to know about the Brio plated screen. Thank you for watching the video.